morning. Welcome to one of my first videos, if not my very first video, so please bear with me. So I'll try to put in some imagery of what the bedroom looked like when we first moved in. So you can see the bed I've had forever. It's a queen size. The nightstands I've had since I've been in college. Room is beige, don't get me wrong, I love beige. My house is painted in beige. I just want to do something a little bit more bold for my bedroom. So now we have this color. I was going for something a little bit more green and ended up, I think this has a little bit too much blue undertone. This is Ezra. She's in a bodysuit because she just got spayed, so she'll be taking that off probably in a couple days. And I'm sure you'll be hearing her run around. We have another one, Tuggle, as well, so you might be hearing them play in the background. Anyway, I am a little gutted to have to paint this all over again. I should have trusted my gut when I was painting the first wall and stopped at that, but I've painted all the walls, but happy accidents, because what I've decided to do is color drench the space. Very, very excited to do so. So walls, trim, doors. The walls will be in a flat and the trim of the doors will be in an eggshell, but it has like an enamel, so it'll stand up to scuffs and vacuuming and whatnot. Also just found a chandelier. So fan chandelier combo yesterday, and I'm going to install that, so that's really exciting. I'm going to install a ceiling medallion as well, so that's going to be really pretty. I'm going to have a little bit of coffee and get to taking down the ceiling fan, so my goal today is to do ceiling fan and at least get 2 coats on this room, I really hope, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do the doors and the trim today. That's probably going to have to wait because I need to take the doors off the hinges. I'd rather do that because I don't want to get the hinges full of paint. Anyway, that's not for you to worry about. So yeah, we'll get to it. Okay, we're back. Coffee's been had, came back, laid down some plastic, and put some frog tape around just the windows and the outlets. Didn't want to bore you with that. I don't know if I've gone over this yet or what the colors were that I decided on. So these were ultimately the last 2 that I decided on. This one was Tuscany, I believe, by Benjamin Moore. And this is Eclipse by Sherwin-Williams. I think we've decided to go with this. I did get all new furniture. I think I mentioned that already. And it's a lot of brown tones. The back of the bed is brown velvet. The dresser and nightstands are dark wood tone. So I think this is going to be a lot of brown on brown on brown on brown, even though honestly this looks more green in person than it does on the camera. This is like a cloudy green. You can see this and this are the same color. Maybe they look different, I'm not sure. Anyway, so my plan is to cut in with a brush all the corners and then slap some paint on the ceiling and then on the walls. The prep took a little bit longer than I thought. I always underestimate how long this whole process takes. So I'm going to have a Fredy, aka Diet Coke, and get to painting. We're back. It is 2 days later, so this is day number 3. I think this project would be easily accomplished in a weekend if you had a pair of helping hands, but because I like to make things hard on myself, I've decided to do it's all on my own. I did decide to paint the second coat of the walls and do the doors off camera. I love, love, love the color, first of all. I love the flat on the walls. It is so velvety smooth. I love the way it looks. And I'm really glad we decided to do a higher sheen on the trim and on the doors. I love the contrast. It does make it a little bit darker, but it's fine. So, things left to do. Hang the chandelier. That's gonna be fun. Pop this door on. You can't see it's out of frame, but there's a door on the floor. And then I need to do touch-ups on, you can probably see like on the insides of the doors. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some shoes on just in case this door falls on my foot, and pop that on and try to do the chandelier by myself. So this is the chandelier I found at Nebraska Furniture Mart. It was on sale, really good price. It's really pretty, it's very heavy. It has 8 shades that go on top of it. I wanted to get a shorter down rod, so I bought a 12-inch down rod. That it would be a little bit better from Home Depot, and it does not fit. The diameter of this is 3/4 and this is 1/2 inch. So it looks like Lowe's sells an adapter kit. Let's go get that and hope that that works. But it worked. Lowe's sells an adapter that turns a 1/2 inch opening into a 3/4 inch. So this is part of the chandelier, right? Then this is the adapter, comes with a ball to hang in the canopy, and this was a 4-inch down rod that I also picked up from them, so it would be a little bit more snug to the ceiling. Thank the Lord. Well, as you can see, we have finished the room. Thank you so much for watching if you're still here. Look who's making an appearance without her bodysuit. She's so happy to be out of that. So as we're finishing the video, I just wanted to jump in and talk a little bit about where I found some of these things, just in case you were curious or wanting to get some for yourself. So first, I think I did mention that the bed I had was a queen size, and this is a king size. So I was really surprised that I could fit a king size in this room. Hello. You're distracting me. I was really surprised a king size bed fit in this room, but I guess it makes sense as the headboard and footboard of the queen size bed were pretty thick, and these are more low profile, so it's more snug to the wall. I actually have a little bit more walking space at the foot of the bed than I did with the queen size. Wild. This is from a collection from Nate and Jeremiah I picked up at Living Spaces. I absolutely love it. The nightstands and dresser that you saw in the video are from Nebraska Furniture Mart. If they are still available, I will link those. I'll link anything that is available or linkable. I will link. The bedding. So full disclosure, I am terrible at putting together bedding. I'm terrible at putting together floral arrangements. These are gifts I just do not have. So sometimes I just need a little bit of inspiration. All of that to say, there's a YouTuber by the name of Valentina. She does all interior design, interior decorating. Her husband pops in there every once in a while. They have such a great sense of humor. She did an episode on just bedding looks, and this is one of them. Missing some pillows. I didn't put as many pillows as she had in the video just because this is a lot to undo at the end of the night anyway. So I just omitted a few pillows, and a couple things I already had, so that worked out. These were from Amazon. She didn't have those in her video. She had a different type, but I liked the repeating fabric with a little bit of leather. I think she used leather pillows. These Houndstooth pillows I found off of Etsy, and I've had these for a while actually. I think she mentioned in hers that she got them from Williams-Sonoma. A little bit more expensive there, but I'm sure great quality as well. Like I mentioned, these are from Etsy, incredible quality, and an exact dupe. Love them, and it's great to support small business, right? And I think CB2 has a version in black and white if you didn't want them in a brown and black. I always make sure that the insert for the pillows are 2 sizes larger than the pillowcase themselves. It just helps maintain a fuller look. So you'll see some differences in what's linked in pillowcase size and pillow insert size, and it's for that reason. This suede golden quilt came with 2 shams that you can see here. I have the color of Ezra, and probably what you can't see is the color of the sheets were like this pumpkin color. I believe she got hers from Target, and I found these off of Amazon. These sheets are so soft. They do run a little bit warm, so if you're a hot sleeper, I would make sure that the fan is turned on you. We have a fan on us at all times because I love to sleep cold, so not an issue for us. Now, the lamps are a little bit of a DIY. The bases are from Home Goods. They're just black vases, and I bought a lamp kit off of Lowe's or Home Depot, I can't remember which. Drilled a hole through the bottom of the vase, fed the wire through the bottom. I had some extra wood in the garage, so using a jigsaw I cut out a round piece that would fit to the top of the vase. So to stabilize the lamp kit, just hot glued that down to the top. As you can see, I still need to paint that, but right now the shade's covering it, so you can't tell, and I was just trying to wrap up this video as fast as possible. The lamp shade is from At Home, and altogether, I think all in was about $80 per lamp, and I love them. The inspiration for these lamps came from lamps that I saw at Living Spaces while we were looking at the bed, also from Nate and Jeremiah. Really beautiful lamps. They were $300 a piece, so I just wanted to see if I could dupe something that would be a little less than that. Where are you going, honey? So the Fandelier, as I mentioned, I found from Nebraska Furniture Mart. I got it on sale, I want to say for $300. Obviously it's not there anymore, but I did find it on Wayfair, I believe for $800, and then I think you can buy it direct from the company for $1,300. So if you're interested in having this exact one, it is still available. These sconces, I can't say that I would recommend them. They're not terrible, it's just that I bought them off of Walmart. I think they came from China, but they shipped them in just a plastic bag. And so when they all got here, they were extremely bent and beat up. And I was able to manipulate them and bend them back into a shape that they should have been. Oh, I don't know that I would recommend these, but you can find these same things off of Amazon. I was just being cheap and thought, why not? I'll get the good deal. At the end of the day, I like how they look. I just don't know that I would recommend those particular ones. The planner that is holding the olive tree came from Home Goods as well, and the olive tree itself came from Amazon. I really like this tree. I'm actually really impressed with the color of the stems and the bark. I do think that I'm going to go in and clip off all the little olives because it's kind of a dead giveaway that it's not a real tree, right? Because why would olives be growing in this dark room. Doesn't make sense, but I am really happy with it. Now, the rug. Wow, this rug is so beautiful. I'm gonna mention another YouTuber. I swear this is not sponsored by anybody. I watch a lot of YouTube and I find a lot of inspiration off of YouTube, but there's this guy named Drew. His channel is Lone Fox. He's so talented. I'm so proud of him. Not that I know him personally, but just I've been watching him for a long time, and he came out with a line of rugs with Laloy, and that is where this one came from. It's absolutely stunning. It's a thin material. I think he refers to as yoga mat style. So it's kind of like that. It's thin, it's firm. There's a little bit of a, I can't replicate the sound when my dog's paws are on it. You can hear kind of a, but I love it. Super low maintenance, blends in so well with everything in this room. Couldn't be happier with it. A couple of other things I thought were really nice was this matchstick holder from Target. I think this is the Magnolia line or Hearth and Hand with Joanna Gaines. I love her stuff. So there's this, and there was a matching lamp. It's battery powered. I know we got some bad reviews of saying the battery didn't last that long, but I mean, it's rechargeable. I don't know why it would last, you know, weeks and weeks. I can probably get 2 hours a night for about 5 nights on the low setting, which is fine for me because it's usually just turning it on before I go to bed. So there are 3 levels, and yeah, I just think it's beautiful. These swallows are also from Etsy, from an artist in Spain. Absolutely beautiful, and I just loved that they were connected with this little red string. The frames, I can link. I don't know that I would recommend them for this project. I think that they are a little too small. I would have liked to find something larger for them, but it was really difficult to find something in that size. And the glass in these came glued to the inside, so I had to bust out all the glass and then glue a hanging mechanism on the back so that they would hang horizontally. It was a DIY I'm not sure is worth all the effort or potentially cutting yourself. But the frames themselves are very nice, and it ended up working out. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. It is my first one, so go easy on me. The next video I have planned is a Halloween tablescape, so I hope you tune in for that. If you've liked the video, please remember to give it a like and consider subscribing to see where we go next. Until then, have a wonderful day.